Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. A very special thing has happened. In the last couple of days, we got another balance patch. We don't get these very much anymore, so I think we should take some time to appreciate it. One big winner in the patch is Qhira, who got some big buffs across the board. If you're a fan of the bleed build, Healmonger now heals for more. Congratulations. I've been gravitating more towards the auto attack playstyle personally. I've even been playing it off stream. I think Qhira is so much fun. But some changes to her late game talents may make that playstyle even more viable. May allow you to single out a target in team fights and take them down much faster. Lingering Ailment used to give 20 armor. It now gives 35, I should say, armor reduction when you go in with your E ability. So you lasso onto a target, engage, and then suddenly they're taking massive amounts of damage. But notice the fine print here. You don't have to hit them with the lasso, the revolving sweep. You could also hit them with a grappling hook, which means all of a sudden, is utility belt a viable talent? Is that not just for memes anymore? Could it lead us to our dreams? Well, we're going to try to answer some of those questions in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. There are a few other characters that were changed in the newest patch too, so we'll be taking a look at them later this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the alternate pass today. The friendly team, Qhira, Dahaka, Anduin, Raucous, and Nazebo. I have a migraine, please excuse me. Enemy team, Tyrael, Kelthu, motherfucking Zod, Asmodan, Sergeant Hammer, and Anduin. So the Qhira changes should benefit an attack play style for her pretty well. However, with the Healmonger changes to level 7, I think the bleed build is also getting some pretty big buffs too. My favorite build for Qhira is hitting people with my sword. So I'm going to try my best to do that. If we can get on top of Sergeant Hammer, we can do a lot of damage, but they might get protected, by the way, by the Anduin after level 10. We shall see. Tyrael in that mech outfit doesn't want to get too close. I can't say I blame him. The best thing we could probably do to counter the Kel'Thuzad is just literally not be here. Sergeant Hammer didn't cheese a tower. I was getting ready to, like, zip off to a lane to defend it. It never even happened. So let's clear this as fast as we can and push it in. If you haven't seen Qhira before, Q ability is Carnage, straight line skill shot. Our sword breaks off into little segments. Each of those segments applies a bleed stack. So if you're really close to someone, you hit them with your entire sword, they're likely going to have 5 stacks of bleed. If you just hit them with the tip, it's probably just going to be 1 or 2. W ability is Blood Rage. As we get stacks of bleed on our enemies, we can use our W to then heal for a portion of that damage. I'm going in on this. Staying in. Not afraid. Not afraid. Still not afraid. Still might be a little afraid now. Fantastic. I'm going to take my sip and go back to soaking the lane the enemy team hasn't found out about. Our E ability is the revolving sweep. I like to call this the lasso. You attach it to an enemy, you can revolve around them in the air, and you become completely untargetable, which is fun as shit. You can reactivate to then stun them, or don't reactivate to continue the ride fully around. You'll do a full circle. Or, on top of that, you can bail at any point using your grappling hook. I love Qhira. She's a super duper fun character. I love her playstyle, and I hope it shows in today's video. I was really excited about buffs coming her way. I've been looking forward to it literally for weeks. Your pain, my gain. Basic attacking heroes grants armor. 10 for 3 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. So once we find an enemy we want to fight, we fight them. Why are they deathballing? I don't understand. I guess I'll just out-soak them. This is such a crazy... They even have an Asmodan who wants to be soaking. I mean, he could go for hero dunks. Maybe that's what he did. All right. Well, objective's coming up in just 30 seconds. If I can get us to level 7, I'd very much like to do that. Even though I'm not a Samuro, I can get some of the XP here. Dahaka double soaking too would help out a ton. There is a camp we do want to have pushing before the objective if we can manage it. Sergeant Hammer is actually soaking now. The enemy team is split up. A little bit. Not too much. I'm just getting my bleed stacks on Tyrael, and then I'm gonna heal. And then if he wants to continue chasing me, I'll just keep refreshing that bleed. I don't mind at all. Does look like we might have a decent gank opportunity down at the bottom if Kel'Thuzad is pushing. Oh, Tyrael found me. I'm going to immune nothing. If you use Revolving Sweep, it can get you out of the laser, it can get you out of the dunk damage because you're not targetable at all. You do have to land the fucking ability first, though. Enemy team moving in as a group. Great root in the back. We're going to use Grappling Hook to get into position and then miss everything else in our kit. Good grapple bringing Tyrael back to his team, but Anduin didn't move himself away. The bleeds are in position. Isn't going to be enough. He does have a shield from Tyrael. Looks like it was not a kill. I'm going to keep moving towards the objective here. Siphoning Link coming out at level 7. We're going to start to heal every time we auto-attack, even in PvE. But it's also going to allow us to heal while we're lassoing around a target as well. Easy dodge there. I would love to go in on that, but this stupid wall is stopping me. Come on, jump in, Tyrael. Yeah, Tyrael. Yeah, Tyrael. No, don't leave, Tyrael. I think you should stay, Tyrael. Don't leave, bud. Come on. Come on, give it to me. Where's the bleed? Good root on Azmodan. Let's make our way around. Q is going to hit him pretty well. That's 4 stacks of bleed placed on him. I'm going to start objective again and see if we can bait Tyrael back onto us, who just barely got away the last time. Here he is. I'm not going to send out the E just yet. We're just going to continue to chase. Oh, I got juked. That's okay. Great! Zombies! Kel'Thuzad goes down. Azmodan. Oh, if we can get back in. I do have the grappling hook, but I don't have a clear line of sight. So we can use Sergeant Hammer to get us into position to continue dealing damage to the demon. That's super fun. So all that is a grapple in with Revolving Sweep and then using your grappling hook to redirect. Can allow Qhira to dive super duper deep into the enemy backline. It's also just fancy as fuck. And it gets people to like the video. All right, thank you. I don't think I'm worried about the chains. What's his quest looking like? He's 3 skill shots away from getting the spike. That's when we really do start to get worried. I'm coming up behind Hammer here. We'll see if we can do any damage. Great root by our fearless leader, Arthas. I'm just going to hold my ground. Sweeping in, stunning back towards the team. We have isolated the target and we have taken them down. We'll use Healmonger for some spot healing. I don't feel the need. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe I do feel the need to chase. If we can get this wall down, this is looking spicy. Azmodan up top fighting Dahaka. He should be fine. Hey, man! Okay, I'm trying to leave now. And I'm out. Oh my god. The zombies coming out from Arthas. That's fantastic. I'm going to take Final Strike because it was buffed. I think the other ult is better. Just for the record. Do it. Ah, I missed! So this is a straight line skill shot. Deals 600 damage. Deals more if the target is low on health. This is a perfectly fine level 10 talent. Most people go Unrelenting Strikes because of the upgrade at level 20 for Silent Killer. It's an incredibly strong teamfight ability. But with some of our other changes and the fact that this was just buffed today, I think we can work it into our build no problem. I do hope we get to see level 16. Because we're kind of rolling over these guys at the moment. I hope it changes a little bit. The 5-man deathball strat isn't a good one. Just in case anyone was on the fence about whether or not you should try that in your game, it turns out getting twice as much XP from other lanes is good. Turns out. Enemy team still entirely missing. Azmodan just popped up in the top lane. We do see a mercenary camp moving forward, but it's not coinciding with an objective struggle, so I'm not too worried about it. We could just take our time to kill it. Danger Ping has gone down on boss up top. I suppose it's possible that they're there. Look at this guy. He can't even attack. He was struggling. They're still missing. Is it boss? It is boss. Look at that. Bold play. Again, not a crazy good time to get boss. There's not an objective going or anything, but with Sergeant Hammer, they could definitely do a lot of damage. We need to make sure we don't stagger our deaths leading up to the objective as well. This is only a building. It's not a big deal if it dies. Oh my god, my E got immune, I think. I'm gonna smash after the immunity phase fades. That was my ult ability going in there. It's meant to be an execute, but we could just use it for flat damage too. That's fine. Auto attacking the giant helps me heal. I might re-engage on this shit if we need to. He looks fine. He looks fine. If they keep chasing, they are kind of setting up on objective already. They're kind of staggered though. Oh, that chain landing sucks. 72 on my sit, but it looks like the entirety of the team is here and ready to go. Sergeant Hammer's trying to block off the pass. I'm in. Perfect. Back in. I'm just gonna get easy autos here. That ult will hit everyone. Great push onto their side of the map here. Sergeant Hammer setting up in the back. We don't want that. I'm trying to move in. Healmonger for health. Oh, good dodge. I'm fine with that. Oh, I'm not fine with that. My grappling hook would have landed on Kel'Thuzad, but he was moved out of the way at the last moment. Great push, moving that enemy team back. We are like 1 XP away from hitting level 13, so I'm going to try to dip down here and see if I can find 1 minion to fight. Never mind, we already got it. Now that we're 13, the Hunted is coming out. Consecutive basic attacks versus a single enemy will, I think, reduce their armor. Hold on, I'll read the talent in a second. Trying to flank behind enemy lines here. We will evade the red spaghetti damage. I'm gonna have to almost able to grapple away. We at least got the attention of the enemy team. Not that advantageous when the objective is done. Basic attacking an enemy hero increases your basic attack damage by 25%, stacking up to 4 times. So we're not removing armor, but we are increasing our output with each and every swing. Keep in mind, we're also giving ourselves armor with each and every swing. One of the new buffed talents for Qhira might have us looking away from Booming Kick, even though it's a phenomenal teamfight tool. Lingering Ailment has been adjusted. Enemy heroes hit by Revolving Sweep or Grappling Hook have their armor reduced by 35. It used to be 20. 35. So, if you're already in a team fight, let's go ahead and just send the ult out. If you're already in a team fight, you're already landing attacks. Bro, just use your grappling hook. You already have a damage increase. You're going to shred their armor. You're already in melee range, so your grappling hook is not going to miss. Just use it. I think this could lead to a very, very fun playstyle for Qhira. Now, I don't know if this is going to become the meta build or anything, but I think it could be really good. Looks like they have left the objective, so we are going to be winning this one. Enemy team only with tier 2 defenses left standing. Will they continue to stand after this push? Let's find out. A lot of XP up top. I might run up there and try to grab it. We kind of wanted to split. Maybe you don't want to split with the objective. Looks like 2 members of the enemy team are in middle right now. 3 are in middle right now. 16 is here. I'm going to fight. Here we go. So, enemies hit with Revolving Sweep or Grappling Hook have their armor reduced by 35 for 4 seconds. So you could very easily just keep the buff going for 8 seconds by going in with your lasso and then Grappling Hook once the buff goes away. If he's not going to respect my auto attack damage, we will leave. Here we go. So this is armor reduction here. I'm going to ult as soon as that ends. And then armor reduction on the healer. Bro, that's 350 damage from an auto, from a single auto, not even stacking it yet. Okay, great push in there. Fantastic. I'm going to dip out and we'll join Dahaka down here. 4-level lead versus this enemy team right now. Let's see if we can get some buildings down and cement that lead. Whoop, he sidestepped. He beat me by moving. That is really alarming. And look how long that armor reduction lasts. Was that seriously me? Both of them were just sitting with no armor forever. I'm gonna re-engage when someone pops out. That's the plan. It's a secret. Don't let them know. Here we go. Oh, he dodged it. So that's kind of what it could look like. That was fast. That was a good trade. That wasn't even a clean trade. Uh-oh, bud. I have grappling hook ready to go again. We could just go fucking back in. There's 3 members of the enemy team there protecting it, so maybe that's not a great idea. I'm sure they also have to have some clues that we're here. So if they do push back in, I will try to defend this choke point to the best of my ability. We should be able to hold it relatively well. Feels super weird using Final Slash, by the way. I've been doing the AoE for like 6 months. What the heck is this? How do I use this thing? Enemy team closing in on level 16 pretty fast. They should have it for the next objective. We have an Arthas that wants to push. I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, it is a giant. We could get a lot of value out of it. Enemy team super grouped here as well. I see the root going out. This is 5 members of the enemy team stacked up. I guess we can use that to our advantage and start this objective before they can even rotate to it. That building's also looking pretty weak, so hopefully it does get taken down soon. If they're kiting these guys, I'll try to just kill off the one remaining minion. Looks like the building's still standing. Enemy team is done defending, and we're gonna need everyone here pretty soon. They're gonna be walking in with a vengeance. I'm gonna try to just kind of hang out here on the sides and then engage on the back line. My E was just eaten, and I'm kind of upset about that. Tyrael is chasing down our back line, though. Let's teach him some respect, shall we? All we have to do is move up and start auto-attacking. It's nothing complicated at all. As he begins to move away, we move after him and then send the execute that didn't connect with anything again. Huge save by our Anduin, by the way. I was not blind to that. Huge, huge, huge save. I'm seeing the hammer starting to get set up, so I want to intercept that. Might be a little bit too far gone, though. The enemy team is moving in like crazy. We're going to grapple to the wall and try to recoup. Meanwhile, Nazebo pushing down middle lane with a massive shove. It looks pretty good. I can kill this. I can kill this. Unless he interrupts my goddamn grapple in. In 2 seconds, I have grapple hook to go back in. I'm still good. I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it. Interrupt. Nazebo managed to get middle. I don't have sip. Okay, let's just regroup with team and not stagger any deaths here. So, this is where I think utility belt could come into play. Normally not seen at all. I do really like it. We've shown it off in videos before, but grappling hook's cooldown is reset when hitting an enemy hero with the initial impact of a revolving sweep, and recharges 900% faster if Qhira hasn't taken damage within the last 2 seconds. So this means you can kind of use your grapple hook all the time, which is super duper fun. But it also means that we have another reliable way of applying our armor shred. Sergeant Hammer is starting to fall back now. Great dodge again. We'll jump in on their healer and try to deal some damage. Top of the screen, I see him, and he's gone. We can grapple to the healer one more time. Now that they're in execute range, try to finish them off, but a great protected, by the way, protects them. By the way, we're back in on Tyrael, shredding his armor, going towards Azmodan now, and we catch it with an evil spirit. He gets taken down. Now, this is the part where we could just continue chasing because of our level 20 choice. We could just keep zooming in, which I think could be super duper fun. Now, I want to be realistic. With this setup, you are foregoing a lot of your team fight potential, especially with our level 10 ability. But then again, if you're not planning on taking Silent Killer, why not take Final Strike? But specifically, the booming kick at level 16 is usually like a showstopper for Qhira. It does feel weird not having it, but we are also applying a shit ton of damage to our enemies because we don't have it. And again, you usually take booming kick to set yourself up for the Silent Killer at level 20. Maybe there's room for this build to thrive as well, I gotta say. Super duper fun. balance we went for in today's video are the finishing touch into Your Pain, My Gain, siphoning Link into Final Strike, then the Hunted into Lingering Ailment, and then finishing off everything with Utility Belt. Here is our damage for the game. A little better than I thought, to be honest. A little better than I thought. With the buffs to Warmonger too, Blood Build's going to be working great right now. So feel free to play any build of Qhira to your liking, and I think you'll have a pretty good time. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. See you next time.